Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting this is like catchweight. It's not yet flyweight. It's like 120, but we'll see. 120 bout between Angela Hill versus Lupita Godinez. And memory's very short out here. Like, what have you done for me lately? To an extent. You make it to the top upper echelon, you could lose like a very close decision, but wouldn't have a spectacular win, but people will still hold it against you. But at the lower end, when you're still this young, fresh face, you could have embarrassing performance or just lose in a minor upset, big upset kind of fight, whether it be a decision or get flat out knocked out cold or tapped out. But then you have a spectacular performance, and then people forget about your last one. That's felt like who I'm talking about is Lupita Godinez. Had what's his Zara Farn? I forget the name. It's not even all that relevant, but what I'm trying to go with this point is I feel like Lupita Godinez in her fight right just prior, and it like another thing, like prior to this fight, she just won, had a disappointing loss. Like she went up a weight class on short notice, lost. She got some takedowns early, looked good, then couldn't get the takedown no more and lost a decision. Then prior to that, she had an amazing performance over, an older woman, but she went out there, looked real good on the ground and was able to stop her. So she had a spectacular performance in a sense, especially for where she's at currently. Or was at currently at that time, and then lost the point. Now she came back, rebounded with another impressive win. Again, not over exactly stellar competition. And Angela Hill is a big step up in competition for her. Win or lose, like people she had beaten, people she had lost to, this is by far the best competition she has ever fought in Angela Hill. Angela Hill does have, I feel like, it's a far better striker than the woman she lost to. Maybe not as big physically. And also Angela Hill, I feel like her takedown defense is just as good, if not better. So it's definitely options for Angela Hill. But the thing with Angela Hill is the fact that she don't really win decisions like that. I mean, all she can win is decisions. But I feel like she got to do twice as much as every other woman to win a decision. And that's the reality. Y'all can say, oh, that's not true. It kind of is true. Only decision she win is the one she have actually won very widely. She ain't win no close decision. She don't win. Like, y'all can say, oh, she shouldn't. Like, she really lost that one. But in reality, they were close enough that it seemed like odds should have flipped that. It should be 50-50 at least, at the very least, that she should win the decision. But statistically, it's far less. Like, close fights, 100% of the time she loses on the scorecard. So, yeah. I'm not saying her last fight was close. She clearly lost the last fight. But some of these other ones, Limos, Waterson, Gadelia, very close. And you could definitely have a good argument for her. And, like, she should at least win one of those fights. But the judges, like I said, ain't on her side when in tight matchups. So a fight that, like, gonna go to decision. She's up there in age. It's hard to kind of lean to Hill. I'd rather be proven wrong with Hill winning than be proven wrong picking Hill and her losing to Lupita Godinez. Like, I already been there, done that. So stick with Godinez here to get a decision victory. It's going for takedowns. It's working her. Like, just being active, look for takedowns, and keeping it very close. I feel like she's going to have issues everywhere on the feet. She's going to have issues on the ground. But, like I said, Hill should be able to stick through. She just went with one, like, what, probably the number 2 best submission grappler in this weight class, and probably top 5 best submission grapplers in down the road, but in women's MMA right now. So, or at least in the UFC's women's MMA, excluding Kayla Harrison, and I don't know if anyone else outside the UFC that's a great grappler, but yeah, she probably definitely top 5 in the UFC overall. So, and she was in, had a full-on good grappling match where she lost the grappling matchup, but she was fully competitive in that grappling matchup. So, yeah, Hill can hold her own, so I don't feel like Godinez is going to necessarily go out in and blitz her on the feet or on the ground. It's going to be already a case where she's probably going to score a couple takedowns, and the striking total going to be relatively close. It's probably going to land a little bit more power, and that's going to be received more by the judges, and Lupita Godinez is going to get her hand raised. So in this fight, I got Lupita Godinez via decision.